What up? What's shaking? Pork chops and bacon. I'm gonna put it to you. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to my YouTube page, and I encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting this shit popping, but I want to start off today with some motivation. You know, we all find a time in life where we decide that we want to step up the game and shit, get better at what we're doing and shit, and you have to adjust the way you move. Everybody has to make the adjustment because the moves that you've been making at this point has led you to a place that makes you feel like you need to do some self-improvement. And part of that is your schedule. So I propose the idea that you prioritize the most important 4 hours of your day. You dig? The most important 4 hours of your day should be like, okay, if you change your, I don't know what time you get up in the morning or what time you got to be to work, but one thing about it, if you get up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 and 8, between 4 and 8 in the morning, those are the most important hours of the day. Now you got that day, those hours, and then you got the opposite is 8 to 12 at night. 8 to 12 at night is when you make all your bad decisions in most cases. That's when you're at the liquor store. That's when you going to the club. That's when you going to holler at them little honey dips. That's when you buying your drugs. And that's when you eating the worst food between 8 and midnight. But the only thing happens between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. That's greatness. Greatness happens between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. You set your alarm clock, get up at 4. Get out the house by 5, get to the gym 5:30. Work out till about 7. Get dressed and be up out of that junk by 8. Now you starting your day off as a champion. You get to be a champion today, and no matter what you do after that is icing on the cake. Only thing you gotta do after that is just, make sure you pick the right food to eat, so that you ain't screwing up your process with a bad diet. But at 4 in the morning, the gym is totally different. You know what I'm saying? If you try to go to the gym at 4 in the morning, you in there with people trying to be great. You in there with people trying to get it popping, and they focused. They on track to try to do something that's gonna make their self-improvement heightened. 8 o'clock at night, or do you try to go to the gym after a work day? You tired, there's too many options, there are too many possible distractions, there are too many reasons for you to say, nah, I'ma chill, I ain't going today. But if you know that your day starts at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna be more mindful about what you do between 8 at night and midnight. Should I eat that? Should I be all the way on the other side of town? Should I be trying to go to a club? Should I be screwing around? Because I got to get up at 4 in the morning. If your life starts at 4 in the morning, what you do between 8 and midnight is going to really be something that you focus on. Because you're like, yo, do I need to be doing this? Because I got to get up at 4 in the morning. And don't worry about the results. Because we're trying to create a lifestyle here. We're not trying to get a look. Focus on creating a lifestyle, and the look will show up. That's like they tell you about money. Focus on doing what you love, and the money will come. If you're doing it for money, you probably get some money, but you ain't gonna get no satisfaction. So you work for them first 21 days because that's habit forming. Once you get to them 21 days, you need that 4 o'clock reveille because you done found the best thing for you. That's a great medicine because you up and out. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna start your day off right. The rest of that bullshit is passe. The rest of that bullshit is distraction. When you're in the gym in the evening, go to the gym in the evening. Just look at the circus going on in there. And then go to the gym at 5 in the morning and look at what's going on in there. Ain't no bunch of talking. It's a bunch of people focused on their result, focused on their goal. So again, the goal is 21 days. Once you hit 21 days, the next goal is 90 days. Once you get to 90 days of getting up in the morning at 4 o'clock, going to the gym, being productive, that is going to change your life and motivate you to continue doing it. Now, on top of that, You meet so many different types of people at going to the gym at 4 in the morning. Because the only thing happening at 4 in the morning is greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody working at 4 in the morning. Ain't nobody grinding at 4 in the morning. Ain't nobody putting up shots at 4 in the morning. But Kobe, and God, rest his soul, Kobe ain't here no more. 4 in the morning, even if you know you getting up at 4 in the morning, your mind is focused on being great, because you might not roll out the bed till 4:30. But regardless, you understand the value of turning your alarm, and it's easy to do. Put your alarm on for 3, then 3:30, and then 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, that junk gonna come on. Just get up. Now, it's easier said than done, but we are, if you want it, it can be done. And if you do it that way, you will not be so, distracted between 8 and midnight. 8 and midnight, you trying to find a bed because you know your day starts at 4. So that's my, that's a piece of motivation and a great idea if you're trying to, find some serenity or create better focus in your world. You got to get started early. And anybody get up after, if you still in the bed at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no, I can't sit up here and say you got a crazy life or you ain't got no job. Because even if you got a job that work nights, you know what I'm saying, you can still, you already off the grid. You already working like a vampire. It's different. You already on a different level. So your gym hours going to be different anyway. But the average person, just think about that. And 4 o'clock in the morning doesn't have to always be 0400. Your 4 o'clock in the morning can be different based upon when you work. You know what I'm saying? But the idea of getting up before everyone and working on yourself before you get your day started sends you to work or sends you to your day with a positive mindset. And at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to create here. Shouts out to the Uncle Kurt Foundation. The Uncle Kurt Foundation is a foundation that I started that teaches young people the importance of entrepreneurial and activities and being self-sufficient in the game, teaching you how to take what you love and make money off of it or survive off of it or live off of it. There's nothing worse than loving doing something, but you can't do it because you got a job. Now, I don't knock jobs. There's a place for jobs. The job is the hustle that you use to stack your money to start your business, because your paycheck is the bribery that they use to keep you from chasing your dreams. So your paycheck being a bribery, you have to be focused enough to know I'll take the bribe until I get where I'm trying to get, and I got to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think. You got people like when they started sending people down to Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia to try to recruit people to come and work at the railroad. Excuse me. When they started recruiting people to come and work for the auto plants, they was coming down to the sharecroppers like, yo, you down here working for Mr. Gilmore, and Mr. Gilmore eating your pockets out, talking about you ain't made no money every year. In Detroit, we got the auto industry. You can come up here and be your own man, get your house started, start off with it and get popping. And that's major shit. Shout out to all the ladies from the D. That's why ladies in Detroit, you don't really have a bunch of, well, I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother movement. But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a grind. So you take your opportunity to start your business and become productive within it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the gym this morning. I'm a little wore out. So I'm getting my day started, and it's just, hey, it is what it is. I'm 7 months strong. I'm 7 months strong in the game. It is July 1st. It's July 1st, and I've been popping since December. So that's really 7 and some change. 7 and some change, and if you really want to count it, it's really November, but I think I ended up really turning up the gym around in late November, early December. So, but I'm focused. I've passed the 90-day mark. This is my life. If I miss the gym, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm just trying to offer this, a little bit of information to motivate you to be a better version of yourself. It starts with you, and it starts with, shaking up your entire life, because the life cycle that you have now is leading you to bad decisions because you're stressed about something. You might be a little bit overweight. You might be a little bit irritated about a lot of shit, and you really don't have any time to focus on yourself. 4 to 8 in the morning is the devotional period that you should use to improve yourself. I mean, you got you a couple of audio books playing while you in the gym. You got you you got your soul. If you looked at my podcast, soul food. You gotta have your soul food intact, so your playlist is pushing you and giving you game. And the best way to continue to be productive in these situations is to actually get popping early. Just try it. Just try it for the next 3 months. It's gonna be a doozy when that bad alarm go off at 3. Like, man, I really ain't gotta do this shit. I got a little belly, but I ain't fat. I ain't gotta get up and be out there at 4. You ain't gotta be out there at 4. But if you up at 4 o'clock in the morning, brushing your teeth, packing a gym bag, putting you some watermelon chunks in a bowl. That's a great breakfast. Watermelon chunks is a great breakfast because it's good source of water and alkaline, but at the same time, it's a healthy replacement to them sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles your ass be eating every morning and shit. Going to McDonald's, getting that number 2. Fuck that. Get you a nice sized bowl of watermelon chunks, and let that be your breakfast. It'll fill you up, but it'll help you out. You know what I'm saying? I can only tell you, you gotta try it. So I guess today's formula. The formula is get up at 4 in the morning. Get your day started. Because think about it. Whatever you watching on TV, watch that shit in the morning at 4 o'clock when you get up and you ironing your clothes and you bagging your shit up and you getting ready to go and all that shit. Watch it then. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to work and be productive, then you come home and then you get prepared for the next day. Now, starting this new routine is going to get rid of a whole lot of other distractions, and distractions come in all shapes, sizes, forms, and all that. You know what I'm saying? A distraction could be your lady, dog. A distraction could be the wrong group of friends, But self-improvement is something you owe yourself first, and something you owe whoever you fuck with, whether it be your girlfriend, your homies, the people that you work for, or the people that work for you. All that shit is gonna make you a better person, because you have a different lane to focus in. You're going to be around more people that can influence you to do better things. I'm not even going to talk about the stuff and the people that I meet because of my gym time in the morning. Great people, great motivation, great inspiration. And what I've come to recognize is that they are motivated by me also. Me pulling up to that gym every day means something to them old niggas. They be like, damn, that young boy's still coming. I'm coming too. And imitation is the highest form of flattery. And I start to see my characteristics in other people. I ain't gonna tell you what that is as far as what I see, because it may just be a wishful thought for me to think I'm looking at somebody that's doing what I do. That's how I dress. That's what I carry around with me in the gym. Those are the machines I normally use. the routine. That's the weight routine I normally use because I'm showing progress. And once you show progress, that's the idea. Hell, I'm watching what Dwayne Johnson doing because that motherfucker is progress. I don't know who the nigga is as a man, but as a workout specialist, he's the goal. I mean, shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And the dude that motivated me to change my life was a nigga I played basketball against. This fat fucker. And he know I call him a fat fucker because I was calling him a fat fucker before we started playing. But we was, you know, he was in the gym talking about he the Kobe of this gym. And I'm like, in what world, nigga? So we got to play now. My fat ass get out there. I'm dead by fucking 2-2. I'm double checking. Check up, man. Shit. I'm tired. I ended up losing that game like 10-5 because I just was dead out of shape. And I ain't been back in the gym but a couple times since then because I felt like that was rock bottom for me. Even though this nigga was 15 years younger than me, I still shouldn't have been beat like that. I should have been able to bag his fat ass down and make them baskets and win like that, but I didn't because I was just tired. He wasn't that good of a ball player. I beat his ass now. He won't play me now. No, I ain't playing. They got it on tape and everything, but he gonna have to play me one day. But that was the motivation I needed. You know, sometimes people get motivated by somebody calling them a fat motherfucker or a lazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Whatever abusive words that got you motivated to go to the gym, thank them for it by being a success with your routine. Life is about great routines. You know what I'm saying? Going to work at a toxic environment is a bad routine. You ain't gonna see it until you standing there looking at the results of a frustrating reaction to some bullshit that was just sparred from being in the wrong place, in the wrong environment. So I ain't gonna really hold the mic too long today. I'm gonna give a shout out to Taste Professional Services. That is my HVAC company. I'm an electrician and I do all that shit. I'm a tool because again, I'm Tate the Great One. And it's all about being great out here. If you ain't found the lane to be great in, you need to keep looking. It's all this shit about just getting by, just making it, just trying to, no, fuck that. Find a way to be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the great comedy grind now. That's right. I started doing my comedy shit. I ain't afraid to be new at anything. Just know that my name is Tate the Great One, and eventually I'm going to be great at it. Now, I've been a silly nigga for years, forever. I just ain't been the dude on stage in front of a bunch of people being a silly nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really silly in my comedy. I'm just talking about silly shit. But I don't give a fuck. It's the best choice I've ever made. You know, people don't want to see you grow and be better. They want you to stay the nigga they know you to be because they didn't got comfortable with you being that person. But I'm not living my life for your comfort. I'm living my life for my comfort. And the only thing that's going to make me comfortable is progress. So if I'm sitting stagnant for too long and I haven't made, because, you know, when I was in the military, you know, you get accustomed to transferring every couple years, going somewhere new, accepting new challenges and all that shit. So me going my route and getting into new shit and constantly trying to progress and elevate, that's what I do to motivate the people that fuck with me. I'm not doing it for nobody else. People be like, oh, you trying new shit. Man, you fucking right, man. Life is about trying new shit. Now, you can sit your ass down there, find you a nice little... The idea here in the game is to find... You know, the way the game is played, you're supposed to find you a nice, comfortable gig and sit there and get old with it. They're going to keep paying you. Whenever you look like you could pull off and go do some more shit, they're going to throw you another check. Hey, I got a bigger check for you. This is me trying to continue to bribe you to keep you from going to become my competition. Or they're going to tell this homeboy how great you are, and this homeboy going to offer you the money, offer you a little bit more money and tell you to come work for them. So now you done made this company great. You done made this company great. He done told this homeboy done bought you off of him, and really what it was, He sold you to that plantation for the increase in your pay. So whatever your pay increase was basically what he paid for you to leave that plantation. Now, that might be a little harsh to some of you virgin ear motherfuckers, but you need to get off your ass and start your own fucking business. Anyway, we black. And it is a black man, it is your responsibility to start a business and hire your motherfucking kids and your family. You should not be sending your kids to go work for some white man. Please, white man, how my child? Let my son come work on your plantation. Let my son come work for you, Mr. Gilmore. I don't support that. Again, I'm not against a nigga having a job. I'm just saying you can't get to a job and sit down and think that life is over. No, go out, get a trade. Go get a trade. Electrician, teacher, HVAC technician, plumber, carpenter. You know, find a trade that you can go and make money off of. And then you will become an independent contractor, contracted into the game. Hell yeah. This is how I do my shit, man. I just post up and post videos. Hey, I had this shirt on in the last video, but I don't know if I had this shirt on or one like it, but the idea is I wear my own clothes. Yeah, this me on here. This me right here. See, Kurt? I was giving this man a haircut. That's Red Grant. I was giving him a cut and shit. And somebody took the picture and I went on and had it animated and made it my damn logo. And I put it on everything. This hat I got on right here, I got this hat when I went to Belize. And I just had to get a hat with Belize on it. And that's my favorite hat because it's a bucket. My big ass head with my fro can fit in it. And I love putting it on. So that's my motivational topic for today. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I got more videos coming. Some of this shit gonna be funny. Some of this shit gonna be game. But this is my YouTube page, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. And eventually I'm gonna be able to go live and really do some shit. But for now, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune on in. It's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Remember, support Tate Barber. That's my barbershop over here in Stonecrest. Over here getting my money up, doing my favorite thing in the world. I started cutting hair when I was 10. And I knew when I got out the military, I was going to be a barber. I knew I was going to be a barber before I went to the military. I just said I didn't want to go straight to the barbershop without no fucking life experiences. So I was like, you know what? And at the same time I thought that, this motherfucking dude came around the corner. The two recruiters that go to high schools and shit, they come around the corner and they dress blues and peacoat with their leather gloves on and they holding their hats and it's like a damn commercial. And I just stood there shocked, like, that's where I'm going. I was stunned, and that's where I'm going, to the military. I'm going to the Navy. I'm finna get on these ships and travel around and hit all these places, France, Japan, and sail the 7 seas, and then I'm gonna go be a barber and talk shit about it forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's my motivation. And I got baby mama stories, hoe stories, nigga stories, Navy stories about shit overseas, all kind of shit. So just tune in, man. And today it hit me. I just wanted to make sure that I put this in the game. Now I do have a real, have a podcast. My podcast is Tate Barber and Presents Chop It Up. And I want to start a live podcast like this. And I think this is how I'm going to do it and just put it all on my YouTube page and shit. And just take my same podcast concept and just do it live on YouTube and shit. I mean, I've been doing it. I started doing my podcast before all these niggas was on YouTube. I've been doing my podcast since 2018. You know what I'm saying? But my shit is audio. It's on all platforms, called Tate Barber and Presents Chop It Up. And all I do, I figured I wanted my kids to know me and be able to get this game if something ever happened to me. I wanted somebody to be able to give my kids, my family members, the people behind me, my great-great-grandkids, an understanding of who the fuck I am. And I figured a podcast is the best way to do that. Shouts out to Roy Wood Jr. He did a stand-up comedy show where he was talking to he had his baby boy in his arms, like, son, there's a lot of game out here that I need you to get. And I'm finna start doing this game. I'm gonna talk about a lot of this shit on my comedy set. You will understand it when you get older. And I was like, that's brilliant. So everything I do is for my great-grandkids, my great-great-grandkids. This is so y'all can see how beautiful your great-great-grandfather was. You know what I'm saying? This shit's forever. So that's the purpose of me doing this shit, just to have a book of game for my because I know my great-great-granddaddy had to be the same nigga I was. Ain't no fucking way. So yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm gonna dress this motherfucker up and then I'm gonna put it in the game. You know what I'm saying? I might do something from the barbershop because I got a lot of customers that got shit I want them to talk about. I just ain't figured out how to do that because there be so many people around outside. And I don't want too many people in my shit. I might have to start bringing them in late after hours. And I got one pulling up right now. So let me go on ahead and get their bread. I appreciate you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.